underway with the chat.
Let's
me as well.
Hey.
Hey, Stephanie and Vicky. Yeah, this was good.
Now, I apologise if I'm a bit echoey. I'm at a golf club, not that I play golf, but today was my final day at my job, so I'm out with friends from work who have wondered where I've disappeared to.
Disappeared to. Oh, you are echoey.
Is that the voice of MOONBOI589 I hear?
Hi, MOONBOI, I've missed you.
Hello. I'm still fairly shy.
You've never been shy to me, but I get it. But we're glad to hear you here. I am anyway. Welcome back.
So I guess, I'll talk a bit about, because I put the NFT light paper up. Well, Candy Victoria did this morning. Lots of... Hello, Victoria.
Hello? Do you want to talk through? You go for it.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. So, I put the light paper up this morning. The overall plan is that we're having a larger collection, which we've engaged an artist who has experience in doing like high quality NFT sets, because that's one of the things we want. So he's currently in the process of just working through that, and should be finished in he said a week ago, 2 to 3 weeks. But what I've learned is everything in crypto takes longer than people think. But to be honest, it should line up quite well, because a lot of the bigger projects and the NFT sphere are waiting for the XRPL update. So depending on how it works out, we may time it with the update, but all of the Sologenic NFTs get updated anyway. So that will be the larger collection, which initially they're delivering 1,000, and then to build up to 5,000 set, and there'll be all the different rarities, so there'll be different price structures. So we want to have plenty that are available at a reasonable price for people, so they can take part. And then what we're doing at the moment is we're also going to be doing ongoing, much smaller collections, which are all individually drawn by a different artist we're working with. So the first set's of 12. I've just minted the second set, which is of 13, which is for the Zodiac. So those will be like ongoing, really high quality, smaller collections. And those will only be minted from the main XRdoge account, those two collections. So a smaller ongoing, about maybe a set of 12 at the moment. We're doing one a week because we're trying to build up the hype for the bigger release. As we go on, we may do them every couple of weeks, so they're kind of quite exclusive and limited edition. And then, as I say, in a few weeks' time, we should have the bigger collection start to come out. And we don't want to dump things on the market, so that's why we're starting with 1,000. And we'll mint them, even those in sets, build up, and then gradually build up over a length of time towards a bigger set. So we'll be able to have plenty of people take part in that. One of the aims I have for the NFTs is to add both value, utility, and longevity to the project. So I tried to come up with a tokenomics which will do those things. Now I've put in the light paper because I don't know exactly how it will play out. So some of the percentages or the amounts may be subject to change. I kept them on the lower side because I'm hoping if everything goes well, we'll be able to increase the percentages, which effectively act as a dividend. But I think it looks better if we start off a bit more conservative, and if things are going really well, then we can up those a bit. So from the auctions, which we'll aim to do beginning weekly, and then we'll see how it goes going on. The auctions will be a smaller way of selling going on. The first one, 50% of what is bid will be burnt, 50% will go to a staking pot. So I'm using 2 pots to assign for the community from all sales. One is the burning pot, and those will be burnt. Another pot will be a staking pot, and that portion of sales will be used to fund ongoing staking. So at the moment, it was actually just paused on Whitebit, and the reason is they just contacted me yesterday to ask me what they want to do for the next, because they ask me regularly what the amounts are. So they just paused it just for a couple of days so I can see how the auction goes. But the aim is if the NFT sales are going well, that staking pot will be used to hopefully expand the staking on Whitebit. Then we can look at Bitrue do some interesting, they don't call it staking, they call it something else. And then we can look at other ways of rewarding people who are staking. So we're going to try and use the portion of the NFT sales for either burning or to fund like ongoing staking. So sales wise, I want there to be, I want that the NFT sales are good for the token. So my aim is to have like a minimum of 50% of all NFT sales. If we can do more, we will do more, to only ever be available for XRdoge. So when the NFTs, when the aim is to get them popular in the broader crypto world, then people will have to buy XRdoge to buy an NFT. So SolarGenic may be doing an update which will make it possible to do it that way, but at least at first we will be putting up NFTs for sale on the store, which will be exclusively using the payment portal for XRdoge. All those sales at first will be 15% of the sales will go into the staking pot. As we see how the project unfolds, it may be possible to raise that. We will also put some up for sale for XRP on SolarGenic, and they 15% of the XRP sales, and again, it's possible we may be able to increase it. We will use that money to buy XRdoge back off the market, so we'll be increasing buying pressure, and the XRdoge we buy will go into the staking pot as well. And then the auctions, the auctions, as they, sorry, I just got a message. The first ones we do, like this one and the one on Sunday, 50% will go for burning, 50% for staking. I've put in my light paper because the ongoing auctions after this will be a little bit smaller, like the more rare things. I've put in the light paper that 50% of the auctions will go to burning. Now, as we see how the sales go, we want to make sure that the staking is properly funded and not just burning for the sake of burning. So it's possible I may change that to like 25% staking, 25 burning. So the precise figures we'll see as we go along. But the main aim is for the NFT sales to be good for the token, for XRP sales to be able to add buying pressure, for the XRdoge sales to be going to staking pots, to be burning some tokens. To use, people like those kind of things, so I think it will create a lot of hype. And the main aim of it is for our NFTs to be really high quality. So it's not going to be something, you know, you pay someone on Fiverr a couple £100 to come up with a load of old crap. We have a proper experienced artists working on both the limited edition collection and the bigger collections. Now there is a second XRdoge NFT account which I've called exclusives, and the reason for that is I want the main account to be kind of kept pure for the 2 main collections. So the exclusives account where I've got some artists working on some like one-off pieces of XRdoge art, so they'll be minted there. If we have like some particular helpers, we might get some nice ones done, or if we might do something a bit random. So it gives us the potential to do some other interesting things with NFTs, but it makes sure the main account is very clean looking with just the collection. So there's a second, that's all in the light paper. Now, okay, so the next thing is we've engaged a marketing. Well, that's not true. We're in the final talks because it depends on some details. But we are talking with bringing in an experienced marketer who does a lot of work marketing NFTs to try and get out into the broader like crypto world. And one of the things I'm talking with him, and again, the details probably won't be established until we bring out the larger set, the one that starts with 1,000. So there's the Bored Apes Yacht Club. So we're thinking something along the lines of the Happy Kennel Club. So there'll be certain perks for XRdoge NFT holders. And the marketing guy we're talking to, he's got some experience with setting up some interesting like things that you can like the Bored Apes Yacht Club have an online graffiti wall. So at the moment we're still in the early stages with these small releases, but as the project matures, we'll be looking at the Happy Kennel Club. And I think I probably bored you all quite a lot. I mean, I'll probably let someone else talk in a second. Towards the end of the call, I'll go over the rules quickly. But just for the first set of 12, we're going to be auctioning 6 today and then 5 on Sunday. And 100% of that will be going into the 2 pots, 50% to the staking pot and 50% to the burning pot. And at this point, I shall hand over to either Victoria or the XRdoge.
Well, that was great. That was a great introduction to the NFT light paper.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And hello, Victoria. Nice to see you here again, and a lot of other familiar faces. Does anybody have any questions about what Moonboy said? Is there anything anybody want to ask before we continue? Either unmute yourself or just post it in the chat.
I don't know how to look at the chat at the same time, so if there are any, someone
No
can.
questions in the chat. I think Moonboy was so thorough. Everybody's just digesting that.
Or they all fell asleep, maybe. Bored them to death.
Absolutely not. They were just inspired by the in-depth introduction, weren't they, SG?
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I see Orchard's mentioning change the logo. I don't think we're going to be doing that. We saw your guys' suggestion, but we need to kind of keep it simple and clean for marketing purposes. The NFT, it looks cool, but it's just not really good when it comes to publishing. Regardless, hope everyone's doing well. And today we're going to be having the first auction. Hopefully, Namaris is recording the call. I hopped in a little late, so I'm unaware if he is or not. And we got Stephanie in the chat with us. The auction, we're going to give a couple updates, let you guys know what's going on. I bet Dipey probably covered most of it. So basically, we're working on NFTs. We have a high profile artist that we're working out an agreement with that I'm sure everybody is going to be excited about, and it's going to be part of the exclusive NFT collection. And
there is something really exciting, but I don't think I'm allowed to say what it is yet because we haven't finalized the deal. But hopefully when the deal is finalized, that will be I might get in trouble from Iggy if I say it, but we're hoping to finalize it with
chat. You mentioned it in yesterday's chat. You
Oh,
mentioned it
we
in
did.
yesterday's chat, but without any too many details, just the strong possibility.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty excited about it, and I think it will. It's a well-known artist who's very popular in a certain field, and so that might bring a lot of exposure for our NFTs in that field. I've also uploaded the second collection to Sologenic, which is the Zodiac. So he's in a wizard's outfit. He's holding one for each of the Zodiac, and then there's one with all of the Zodiac. And I think they look particularly nice myself. I didn't do any of the drawing. I just have to make decisions. Yes or no is what I do.
Moonboy. And they are really high quality. Lots of really positive feedback from people, which is great. And I know that's why there were questions about the logo. But as SG said, when we're doing marketing and promos, it just needs to be a bit more of a crisper image. But we're definitely going to be seeing that version of the dog around a lot more on various things.
So what I'm doing is, like, for example, on the Solargenic, so when I upload a collection, you put an icon. So the main channel has the main logo, but for each collection, I'm using the image from the NFT. But it's more for, say, if you are on, for like CoinMarketCap, or if you are on exchanges and things like that, it's they're quite often quite small. So you need to have something which is like quite clean and simple for kind of a lot of official stuff, because sometimes the NFT is quite detailed. Sometimes it doesn't work quite as well on it, but we will be using it a lot for, you know, promoting the NFTs. It just depends on using the correct one for the correct thing, if you see what I mean. Do you see what I mean, Victoria?
We just had a chat. Yes, I do. And we've just had a question about the blue tick on Solargenic. Could you just clarify that, please?
Yes, I can. So the way that's verification. So the way that verification works is that you have to have I think, done 10 sales, or at least have 10 up for sale. I think it's 10 sales. It might not be. It's between about 8 and 10 in the last 3 months. And via Solargenic. So I will be doing the verification as soon as we get to that point. So obviously the first 12 we're auctioning here directly and transferring. From the next set, we will start putting them up, like a portion of them up for sale for XRP. So as soon as we get to that limit, then I'll be applying for the verification, and then basically you'll know when I'm doing it, because the way the verification works is that once we've applied, they tell us, yeah, we're ready to go, and then we tweet out from the official Twitter like a special message they tell us to, and then they give us the blue tick. So it's just a matter of once we get to the threshold of sales, but we haven't put any up for sale for XRP yet. So that's the only reason.
Thank you. And I think there's no other questions other than people are keen to hear the rules.
Right. So I'll make sure you guys read it. I'll kind of give a basic rundown. Make sure we're gonna link each NFT as the auction begins, one at a time. Make sure you know that's NFT that you like, because you'll only be able to you can only basically win one NFT. So if you win the bid, that's it. You can't bid on another NFT. So make sure you like it. You know, let's not have any trolls or distract the auction. You know, if you're being disruptive, we're gonna have to remove you from the group. Another thing is, don't bid more than you have. So if you only have 2 million XRdoge, you don't bid more than that, for example. And if you do win the bid, Moonboy will contact you directly. If he doesn't reach out to you within about 2 minutes, make sure you just ping him a message, and then we'll initiate the transfer of the NFT. And make sure you understand how to properly write bid. So I'm going to type it in the chat so you guys know what it's going to look like. Bid 1 million. This is the correct format. Don't just say this bid wouldn't count if you type it like that. So make sure you write bid before the amount that you're bidding for it to be a valid bid. And so if you want to raise the bid as well, we're going to be raising it of increments of 1 million XRdoge. So you say, for example, you couldn't bid 1.5 million. You're going to have to bid 2 million and 3 million and so on and so forth. Yeah, I think that covers about most of it. And then when you know a bid is won, we're going to say going once to give people a chance to bid, and then let's say going twice. And if no one raises the bid, then I'm going to type in sold, and then Moonboy is going to contact you. We're going to initiate the transfer, and then when that happens, we're going to start the next bid. All right, like is that clear for everybody? That makes sense?
That makes
I just-
Any
perfect
questions?
sense.
I just
Very
have a couple of things I just want to add. So those are the rules, and I basically stole those rules from XDix auctions and I adapted them a bit. But so sometimes, you know, what I've been looking through other auctions, the person running it says sold, and then a bid comes in straight after, and because of the way we're all over the world, they may have typed it just before or something, but sometimes there may be quibbles, and basically the XRdoge's decision is going to have to be final on things like that, because sometimes, you know, someone might feel like, oh, my computer didn't quite work or something like that. So we just have to bear those things in mind. And so once that bid is won, we won't start the next auction until the payment has been made. So make sure you are able to pay it, and make sure that when I message you, we do the payment. Then I will let the XRdoge know that he can start the next auction, and then aside from that, we can then carry out the transfer, which will involve you. I'll send you a link to set up a trust line, but I don't need to go into too much of that. And I think that is it. We'll be starting with, we'll be heading down towards A. We'll be doing 6 today and 5 on Sunday. So if you don't get a chance today, there's still the opportunity for the other 5 on Sunday. And that's as little as I'm going to add. Are we going to chat much longer, or are we going to head towards the auction?
Well, unless Stephanie's got something to add.
Hello?
Stephanie, you're awfully quiet.
Oh, that's because I was listening for a change. No, I've actually been talking all week. I don't have a whole lot to say.
Can I just say,
Um,
Stephanie's been doing a great job all week. If anyone hasn't had a chance to see, Stephanie's doing a few Twitter spaces, and they have been brilliant, and we've all really enjoyed being a part of them. So thanks for that this week, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I finally get you guys to talk to me instead of type to me all the time.
It's good to talk.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thanks, Stephanie.
I appreciate you guys too. That's about all I have to say. I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to go down, and good luck to everybody bidding. And
should we aim? I could do with just about 5 minutes ish. I don't know if we aim to start about 4:30.
We can, Alex, if Albalbo, if you want to link up the first NFT that'll be auctioned, the base model F.
Yeah, I'll get that up now.
Well,
Awesome. I'm just gonna drop out so I can make sure I'm ready in time. Then I'll be ready for past if that's when we're starting. All right.
Okay.
Cheers.
I'm not going to jump out for a minute and do some.
Cherry, could you mute yourself, please? Thank you.
I'm going to jump out for a minute too and do some promoting real quick.
great point.
Get your water. Get your G
Yeah,
Fuel,
5
everybody.
minutes.
Coffee ready.
So, SG, you're all set?
I'm ready. I'm here.
Perfect. So, as I say, you know, good luck, everyone. Happy bidding. Really exciting. And thanks to everyone that's also been pushing it on Twitter. I think the last few days on Twitter have been fantastic as well. Lots of retweets, and even more from Digital Ronin as well with his fantastic art. So we thank you. And yeah, this is the next exciting phase. And we said this yesterday on the Twitter space. Now with the NFTs, do you know, SG, we have done everything on the roadmap. Absolutely everything.
Yeah, we're really excited that we can knock all those boxes down, you know, because we're about delivering here, you know, and there's projects out. There's pretty big projects out there. I'm not going to name any names that are on the ledger that haven't really delivered on anything and haven't even put a roadmap out. So, you know, we pride ourselves on delivery.
First one gone up, I think.
SG,
So
I
just
actually have a comment about that real quick. I had another token approach me that said very much the same thing. They've seen a lot of other tokens out there that aren't delivering, and they really want to get involved with XRdoge because they see our community, how tight we are, and how much we promote it, and they see us doing big things. So it is being noticed by other XRPL ledger projects.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Yeah, we appreciate that a lot. You know, thank you for everybody that's here. Appreciate Namarius for recording this, and you know, I see some names of a lot of people that are doing a lot of good work shilling on Twitter, and you know, we noticed that. And I want to thank all the Telegram admins that are helping out. I see Urki's in here. You know, appreciate the help. You know, everybody has a part, and you know, we appreciate everything, all the help that you guys do, and you know, we're here to grow this together as a family. And you know, we have a lot of great members like Stephanie and Vicky and Alex. So
thanks,
you know,
Ash.
it's really awesome.
Just
to
a
be a part of
reminder,
this.
there's a couple of keen people have set a bid in, but wait till SD gives you the go ahead. But we love the fact that people are keen. The XRdoge army are definitely ahead of the pack.
That was my
It'd be
bad.
cool
Sorry,
if
I got a big button saying, please wait a second. So sorry, guys.
pretty cool if you guys could go and maybe tweet this out and get the word out as far as possible. Just for there's a minute or two before we begin.
Absolutely, go spread the word. I think we've got about 90 seconds, so we'll close down. We'll close down the chat, and then we will. SG is going to be the auctioneer, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, the picture is now up in the pin message, guys. You can see the Model F, the first one. So make sure if that's one you like, get ready, start making your bids.
Final question from Eddie.
Eddie Screens asking, is there a limit on bids? No, there's not. I mean, the bidding just starts at 1 million, and you know, wherever it goes from there. Remember the rules, everybody. If you want to make a bid, type in bid and then the amount after. All right. And if you don't include bid, that's not going to be accepted. And remember that you have to bid at increments of 1 million XRdoge, and you can only win one NFT in the auction. So you can't bid on 3 and win 3. So if you win one NFT, then that's it. That's the NFT you get for the day. You'll see your bid in the chat, so the bid's going to be happening in the chat.
Yeah.
Check the pin messages.
Okay, well,
bro.
I'm gonna leave the chat so I can get ready to see. But good luck, everyone, and happy bidding.
Where do you bid at?
Type the amount in the chat. So, for example, you'd say bid
that's,
one. Yeah, like that. You see, Rhino bid 1 million.
That's what I thought.
If you want.